Hello.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Great. Any goldfish today?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, no. Questions for us.
How to use
English.
Used to
Used to.
means much or should.
Used to means I did it in the past, but not anymore. I used to drink Coca-Cola. That means in the past, not anymore. I used to have red hair. Not anymore. I used to like wearing shorts. That means not anymore.
The in the past.
Yes, and it ended already. We don't know when. Could have ended yesterday, could have ended 10 years ago, but it means now definitely not. Yeah.
Just that this in the past and done.
I think so. I can't think of any other examples. There's another one that's
Used to be.
used to be. That would be, we used to be friends. We used to be angry. It's a different type of word. So I used to be happy. I used to be sad. Not
Means-
anymore.
Oh, not.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I used to have a car. That means I don't have a car anymore. I used to be happy. So if it's a thing, it's have, and be would be some type of emotion or feeling. Yeah.
And people.
I used to be a girl. Yeah, you could also say that you used to be a different.
Right now.
I used to be a policeman. It could be a type of person as well, yeah. Yes. I used to be rich.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Exactly.
Okay.
Good. Used to also can mean that you know how to use it. I'm used to having lunch at 12 p.m. So that means I know about it. It's what I have done many, many times. So I used to would be in the past. I am used to having good clean water to drink. That means I know about it and I am accustomed to it. I know accustomed. That means I know about it very well.
Not about past, but I know about something.
About the past until now. I'm used to being a teacher. No, not really. I'm used to having a good car. That means I've never had a bad one before. I'm good at having the good one. Accustomed means that you know about it and you don't know about the other one. It's like a river, right? If the river goes down one path for a long time, it digs a hole in the ground. That's kind of becoming accustomed to something. If you do something for a very long time, it becomes part of you, and you don't know about the other one anymore. So if someone asks you, "Hey, Sipti, do you like to fight?" You would say, "Well, no, I'm used to being a peaceful person. I'm accustomed to being kind and respectful." That means that's your normal path in life. The other one is not something that you understand. So being used to or being accustomed to means you know about it very well.
Okay.
So then probably people are at home thinking like, I don't understand. So now we're going to have Sipti explain because probably everyone's confused. I don't know what's going on either.
I don't know.
Thankfully, Sipti's here to clear all this up. Just like how she cleans her room, she's going to clean up English for us.
Can use just energy. No, not
Energy?
brain. We need just energy, no brain. Brain.
To sweep. Okay, but you have to say that. You have to say, when we sweep, we don't have to use
When we sleep, we don't have to use
our brain.
our brain.
Our brains.
brains.
Right. That's true. It is kind of relaxing. Let's give it a try.
First.
Yeah, the first one. I used to. I am used to.
My cat used to stay
Where?
with me.
Yes, exactly. Not anymore. And I am accustomed to. I am used to.
I am used to having not good car.
Yeah, you can say that, but it should be something a little clearer.
I am used to having kind type.
We don't have kind. We would be. I'm used to being kind. Yeah. We can't have kind. We have a thing. We be and act.
I am used to being a student.
Yes, that's right. But just to help people, it should be clearer. So it should just be something like, I'm used to having lunch at 12 p.m. That means every day I have lunch at 12. If someone comes and asks you to have lunch at 1 p.m., you would say, I'm sorry, but I'm used to having lunch at 12. And if I don't, I start getting angry. Yeah. Good. Okay, fine. Another exciting question?
No.
Okay, any news for the show? Are you excited about any new cooking classes? Did you read any of your book? No? Oh,
Yesterday I went to my friend's house.
Okay. Was it exciting? What did did you eat anything?
A lot.
Oh, great.
Pork, grilled pork.
There's an R in there that Thai people do.
Grilled
Right.
pork. And kimchi.
Kimchi? What's kimchi?
Kimchi. Some vegetables, Korean.
Yes. I
Spicy, a little bit spicy.
It's I think it's cabbage.
Salty.
Yeah, kimchi. I talked with many Korean students, and they always were making
Delicious.
kimchi
Eat it.
in the wintertime. Yeah.
And
Okay.
seafood.
Any other exciting news? Any cat news? Cyclops news? Friend news?
No.
Any friends getting angry at you or fighting, calling you, asking for money?
I think no. Or probably I can't remember.
Okay. Are you loaning anybody money these days? Are you like a loan shark?
Loan shark.
It's like people who loan money and then if you don't pay, they
Loan.
beat you.
Don't have.
Huh?
Loan money means.
Loan money just means loan money, but a loan shark usually means they loan you money and if you don't pay, they beat you up. Sifty a loan shark. Sifty the loan shark. No?
Or I loan other people.
Right, and if they don't
Like
pay you, what do you do?
borrow.
If they don't pay you, what do you do? Do you call them? Like,
Don't talk
hey.
with them.
Oh.
Them animal.
Oh. So the key is, if you want to borrow money from Sipti, borrow a lot. Because then
I
she
don't
won't
have.
talk with you anymore.
I don't
But it's
have.
okay because you got a lot already.
I don't have.
Right? The key is not to borrow 50 baht from Sipti. Because then if you don't pay her back, then she won't talk with you anymore. But if you borrow like 100 million, and then she doesn't talk with you, okay.
You can borrow me, but I don't have.
Borrow.
Borrowed.
No.
Borrow from me.
Yeah.
But I don't have.
Oh. How much can you loan people right now today?
I mean, other people own me
They don't own you because you're not a slave.
or give,
They
ask me,
They-
borrow,
No, not own. They
own.
No, that means you're a slave. They owe.
Oh,
They owe.
I owe you.
You owe me.
I mean,
They owe you.
like some EDM. I owe you.
I owe you. Yes? Are you asking what I owe you means?
I said like it's same in the EDM. I owe you like someone help you and someone help me and I have to help me and I have to help them back.
Help.
Help to for
Help.
them. Help them back.
That's okay, but we say in return.
In return.
In return. Okay, but that's not really my question.
No.
I'm asking how much money can someone borrow right now today? Like if someone
0.
Oh, not even like 20? 20 baht? Not even 20 baht?
No, I'm negative.
Oh.
Negative.
Oh. Anyway, let's move on to Sipti's. Unless you have any questions, we'll move on to Sipti's favorite game.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Great. Let's continue with Sipti's favorite game.
Hard game.
Okay. Describe your favorite sport. You should say what the sport is, where you can do the sport, who you could do it with, and explain why this sport would be good to try. I guess we should say describe a sport you want to try.
Want to try.
Describe a sport you want to try. You should say which sport it is, where you could do the sport, who you could do the sport with, and explain why this sport would be good to try. 1 minute to come up with your 8.
Why this sport? Why this sport? Good. Would be good.
Why? Explain why this sport would be good to try. 1 minute to think about your perfect 7.0 answer. And then we'll give it a try. Just like my mom says, imagine that it's easy. And then I failed the test.
Oh,
Oh no.
Always.
Doesn't work. Okay. Sorry.
Sport.
Describe a sport you want to try.
I need more time.
Like, can I have 1 hour, please? Can I do some research online? This is actually an easier question than describe a sport you like, because many people don't like sports. So a sport you would want to try, I think, is easier. Because it can be what you like. It could be something you like to do. Ready? Oh no! More time?
Okay.
Do we need a what sport is it going to be first? What sport is it going to be?
Hiking is sport or not?
I don't think it's a sport.
No.
No. I'm a because
Activity.
I think it's an activity. Because they say who you could do it with. Hiking can be done alone. So I'm imagining, because they say who you could do it with, I'm imagining that it's something with a ball, something with some tools, tennis, that's what I'm imagining someone's gonna say. Not tools, but equipment. Okay, I'm ready for the answer. But is Sifty ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Skateboard is sport.
Skateboarding?
Skateboarding. Not good. Change.
Make it easy. It should be something with a ball, something with some equipment. That's what I think of when I think of a sport. Let's think of a sport first.
Basketball.
That's fine. But is that something you really want to try? Then you should try something else.
I don't want anything.
Right, that's why these are hard, right? And if you go to the IELTS test and you get this, and you haven't practiced like us, can you imagine what happens? Thai people get a 3, right? I don't like sport. 3. So that's why you have to practice all of these questions.
Bicycle. No.
No. A sport, like I said, there should be a ball, some equipment. Maybe Muay Thai. Muay Thai is almost a sport, but it's not what I would choose. I would choose like baseball, hockey, basketball, football,
Tennis. No.
tennis, badminton. One of those would be good. Okay, we're all ready.
Tennis. No.
Okay.
Okay. I want to learn how to play tennis because when I was young, I liked to watch tennis sport. Oh, no,
Just tennis?
Tennis game.
Just tennis games.
Tennis games, and I think this sport can play with everyone.
Can be played.
Can be played with everyone, like my family, my friends, or other people,
Or
other people in public parks, and I think tennis tennis is good good sport to exercise.
To exercise?
Tennis is a good sport to exercise.
I don't think people say that. Tennis is good for exercise.
Tennis is good for exercise. We have to move quickly, like run and jogging and jump in the same time. At the same time.
Okay.
And we have to use our hands quickly.
Not quickly. We have to use our hands.
Quick, fast.
We don't use our hands quickly.
We have, and my hand, our hands can exercise.
Can punch John when he asks these questions. No. We have to move our hands quickly, not use.
We have to move our hands quickly.
Yeah, using our hands quickly would be like if you had a tool and you thought your hand was a tool, so you would be like this, like. I don't know what using your hands quickly. Yeah, move. I don't think you could
quickly.
use your hands.
And
Yeah.
it
Okay.
could help our bodies strong.
We need more words. Help our bodies.
To be strong.
Yes, exactly.
I think if someone
If someone,
wants,
I,
I want,
he
wants,
she
wants,
everyone
everyone wants.
Yes.
Everyone wants, someone wants.
Great.
If someone wants to find a good sport to do, I think tennis is good one.
Okay, but that's not what the question is. Remember, they're saying a sport you want to try. So you should end by saying,
If I want to
yes.
learn more, if I want to learn a sport, I will choose tennis.
Yes.
Very slow.
It's slow. It's a little bit broken. You answered like I was saying before. What is my best sport? Tennis. Where do I like to do it? At the park. Who could I do it with? Everyone. It was a little bit just answering like a test.
I didn't make story.
Yeah, but this is not really a great one, and so it's hard to do that. But overall, I think it's pretty good. The grammar's not horrible. It's easy to understand. It makes sense. It's just a little bit slow. It's definitely better than when we started. It sounds pretty good. So,
slow.
yeah. I don't really like this one either. I just like to help you with the ones that I think that I can show you great examples, and this one I don't think is worth our time. But we have to practice these because sometimes you get unlucky and you'll get a question like that on the test, and you just got to do your best, right? Okay, next one. Describe a comedian that you think is very funny. You should say who the comedian is, where they usually perform, who likes to see the comedian, and of course, explain why you think this comedian
Again, comedian
is very funny.
People people actor comedy
No, a comedian is the person who stands up on stage and
or
says,
talk
yesterday I got in a car accident. Ha ha. Right? That's a comedian.
okay again who and where
Describe a comedian that you think is very funny. You should say who the comedian is, where they usually perform, who likes to see the comedian, and of course, explain why you think this comedian is very funny. This one's very hard because in some countries they don't have comedians. You know, this test is very good, but it also is specifically for Western culture. Some people don't have comedians, you know, and so they might not be able to answer this question.
I
But-
can't remember the name.
In Thailand, there are comedians.
Yes, but I can't remember his name.
Oh no!
Deal.
We want to choose someone we know the name of.
Can we search?
Let me search online. No, they won't let you search. They sometimes give you a piece of paper and a pen, but they won't let you have a phone.
I can't remember.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how Simti does. She can't remember the name.
We can talk without his name.
I would recommend you don't, because if you say, if someone's like, hey,
Can I use my phone? Search his name.
No, because I want you to learn that sometimes you don't have that option, and we have to go
Deal.
around the trouble. So remember, when we get into problems like this, first we want to imagine the truth, because it's clear. If we can't think of anything, we use one of the movies that we saw, or we use a story that someone told us. If we can't think of that, we lie. And we make it up, right? You can make up a name of a comedian. No one knows Thailand. The instructor is going to be English. They don't know. You could say, my favorite comedian is Wei La. We don't know what that means. You can just make it up if you have to, right? But
Okay, I remember. Not Udom. No.
okay, ready? Describe a comedian that you think is very funny. You should say who the comedian is, where they usually perform, who likes to see the comedian, and explain why you think this comedian is very funny.
In Thailand, we have a popular comedian. A comedian.
A popular.
A popular comedian.
Yes. No.
Comedian.
Yeah. No S.
Not S.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Not. We can't say not S. No S.
No S.
Yeah.
His name is Not Udom Tepanit. Not is like nickname, and Udom is real name. Tepanit is last name. He is very popular because his show he had a lot of shows. Probably right now, his show we call is Deal.
His show is we call no.
We call his show
Yes.
is
No. We call his show.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal means one people show time, show off
Okay.
and talk. In his show, he talked he talks and makes other people funny have fun having fun makes other people to
No, he makes a lot of people laugh.
he makes other people laugh
Yeah.
by
We
himself.
don't make people have fun. You can say other people have fun watching his show, but we don't make people have fun.
He makes other people laugh by himself. He can stand on. He can stood. He can stand. No S. Stand.
He stands, but he can stand.
He can stand on the stage and talk for 3 hours
Okay.
by himself. Usually we can watch his show in Bangkok, big hall. In Bangkok at big hall.
At.
At a big hall in the town, in the city.
Yeah.
A lot of people like him because he talks fun. He talks fun. He talks fun story.
We don't talk, he tells.
He tells
Fun.
funny
Fun?
fun story.
No. Fun.
Funny.
No. Fun.
Fun stories.
Yeah.
He tells fun story. He tells fun stories.
He.
Tells fun stories.
Yes.
Usually his stories about are about real life and what people do, like when he talks about when a couple stays together and girl die. The girl die hair. What do you call? What do you say? Dries her hair.
Yeah.
She likes to talk or ask something to her boyfriend.
Okay.
But usually her boyfriend can't understand what she talk because
What she
said what she says or just said what she says
says.
what she
Yeah.
what she says.
Mm-hmm.
And when he talked it was funny, but
It's not just one time, so we need to say forever.
when he talk is fun.
He's not talking. When he
When he say
No.
when he says
tells.
when he tells is
When he tells what?
when he tells stories or fun
Or jokes.
or joke or jokes. And
No, you didn't end the sentence. When he tells stories or jokes, what? We need to end the sentence. When he tells stories or jokes, what
when
happens?
he tells stories or jokes can make
No. When he tells stories or jokes.
Every people.
Not every people.
Everyone
Yes.
laughs.
Right. Why is S so hard for Thai people? Is there no plural in Thai like Chinese?
Laughs.
Is there no S in Thai? You don't have plural? 1 pen, 2 pens? How do you say this?
You say number 1, 1 and 2.
Song pen. You don't have pens.
No.
Okay, like Chinese? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
And
Do the words change in the past? Like he slept.
he slept.
I sleep.
Or not, we say the same.
Oh.
เรานอนฉันนอนเมื่อวาน
Okay.
the same but we put yesterday at
Okay.
the end.
Okay, keep going.
Everyone in Thailand
Thailand. Right.
likes
Yes.
him even
Yes.
no
Me. Oh, no.
even star
Even what?
even popular actors like Pacharapha or a lot of actors went there and watched him.
We don't know where there is.
Went to
Not went.
a lot of people and a lot of actors go to his show.
Yes.
Usually he will
Not will. Will.
make show. Do show 1 time per year.
Usually he does.
Show.
1 show.
Usually he does 1 show per year.
Yes.
And
Right.
that's why I like him.
Yeah.
It's so long.
It's pretty good. It's too slow. So you only have 2 minutes. That was probably 10 minutes. We only have 2 minutes. But we can always make things shorter. That's easier. We just speak faster. We can improve that. That's easy. But when you ask Ja, okay, Ja, describe your day, and she says no. That's not easy to fix. But if Siptis is too long, that's a problem that I prefer, because we can always cut things out easier than adding in new content. The person's okay. I would prefer if you had an English comedian, right? If you knew an English comedian, then that shows that you speak English. It proves that you understand English. So it's hard for someone to argue with you if you are talking about a comedian that they know, and you can describe jokes that they know.
It's hard to understand.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying I would prefer that. I think you would get a higher score. But if you can't, if you don't know any English comedians, then this is fine.
Even easy joke from you. I can't understand.
No, I think you understood most of them. Sometimes they're a little bit complicated, but usually at the end of the show, I see you laughing. Maybe you're just pretending.
Pretend.
Okay, well, that's fine. It seems real. It's not bad. We have a lot of trouble with S. A lot of trouble with S. But we can fix that. I usually have people that have trouble with that. It makes sense. I don't feel like there's a lot of extra words. Sometimes when people have practiced a lot to speak, they try to repeat things all the time, like to make their sentence longer. My favorite comedian is Tom. Tom is my favorite comedian because I like Tom. Tom is comedian I really like. They keep repeating things over and over again. I don't feel like yours is repeating anything. It's slow, but it's usually new words, which is good, right? It's just a matter of shorter, faster, and maybe a little bit better connections between the sentences. But it's much better than in the beginning. We are improving. We're heading the right direction, right?
Heading the right
We're
direction.
going the right way. We're not heading backwards, right? We're going the right way. Heading. So heading.
Like
That
go
means
ahead.
which way you're going. No, go ahead means you first. If you're right here and you say you want to go, I say no, go ahead. That means you ahead of me. Ahead means in front of your head. Ahead.
Head.
In front. Yeah. Okay. I think it's still almost a 6. It's around a 6, in my opinion. I don't think it would get a 6, maybe like a 5.9. But it's almost. And that's with the first try. So that means if we practice, we should be able to get 6.5.
Before.
Okay. Maybe one more. Describe a TV show that you enjoy. You should say what type of show it is, how often it's on, how popular it is with other people in your country, and explain why you like it.
What type and
How often it's on.
how often it's on.
It is on.
It is on.
How popular it is with other people in your country. And of course, explain why you like it. One minute to prepare.
Should be.
It
It should be.
good.
I will try. It should be Thai show. Thai TV show.
It can be a Thai TV show, but it would be great if it was an English show.
Because you said
If they know what it is.
how popular in my country.
That's true. How popular it is with other people in your country. But it doesn't mean it has to be. You could say Thai people hate this show. That's okay. They're not asking you, do Thai people love it? They're just saying your opinion. Is it popular with other people? Or just you? I would recommend an English show first. If the instructor knows what the show is, I think that's better. But if you don't know any, if you don't speak English, and you don't watch English shows, then you can say a Thai TV show. Or if there is a show that you really love, I would recommend that because that means that show is going to have more details. So it would be great. Number one would be amazing if it was an English show that you really, really loved. Number two would be a Thai show that you really, really love.
But I can't remember that show.
I can.
Can't.
Right. Oh no.
Or series, TV show.
Same
movie.
thing. It's not a movie. A movie, there's just one. Thai TV show or a series should have episodes.
TV show from another country or American.
That would be the best, in my opinion. But I would also recommend a Thai TV show if you really love it, because then there's going to be more details, right? If you say, I really love ER from America. I watched 1 minute of it. I have no idea what it's about. No. It would be better to describe a Thai TV show that you really love, because then there's going to be more details.
I don't like Thai TV.
Oh no! That's what happens. Can you imagine when you first started here? If you went to the IELTS test, what if we give Ja? We should give Ja an IELTS test.
Yeah, what?
An IELTS test.
Oh,
Say, Ja, describe your favorite TV show.
I'll say, what?
Exactly. You can understand why Thai people get a 5, because it's too difficult to take this test if you are not speak English very well or have practiced for it for a long time.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yes, that would be a good one.
Thrones.
That's a great one. Remember, if you answer the question and people say, duh, that's a good answer. Right? That's what you want. Okay. If you see someone like this, like, probably that's not a good answer.
Okay. I like TV show. My favorite TV show. My favorite TV show is Game of Thrones.
Yes.
I watched this TV show seven years ago.
Not in. No.
7 years ago.
Yes.
Before this TV show is popular.
Not is.
Became popular.
Yes.
I like this TV show. I like this. We should repeat TV show or not? I like this show.
Yes, or I like it.
I like it because the story is good and exciting. I can't imagine what would happen.
Not
next.
would.
What will? I can't imagine or
I
can't imagine or
It already ended, so I
can't imagine.
I can't.
I couldn't
Yes.
imagine. I couldn't guess about next.
No. We say I couldn't guess what would happen next.
I couldn't guess what would happen next.
Not happened.
Happen next.
Yes.
That made me interested. That made me interested in it.
Yes.
That made me interested in it. And right now, 2 years ago, a lot of Thai people likes until now liked this TV show, and liked this TV show even though it have even though
Not dough.
even though no Thai language even though
Even though.
even though
Uh,
even though these
mm-mm.
even though
It.
it wasn't it not even though it from another country
Even though it's from another country.
even though it's even though it's from another country
Yeah.
and right now this TV show ended but I still rewatch this
It.
I still rewatch it many times
I have
rewatched it many times
Okay. Why do you like it?
because story
Because of the story?
Yes.
But you didn't describe the story.
I
We don't have a lot of time, remember, so that's hard. The answer, the subject is
I
perfect.
forgot to
The subject is perfect,
tell
right? That's a perfect example. Choose a show that everyone knows, right? That's exactly right. That answer, the subject of the answer is 9. You can't get any better of a show than that to describe on this answer. The English is
Hard.
it's okay. I understand everything. It's clear. There's no confusion. There's some trouble with the grammar. There's some S's missing. But we're getting there. It takes time to turn the Titanic around, right? Thai people have been hearing English sentences for the last 100 years with no S's, no R's, no D's. And so it's like a river that has been dug into the ground for 1,000,000 years. It's not easy to change the river, right? It takes a long time to turn the Titanic around, but that's what we're here for. Hopefully we don't see any icebergs along the way. What's an iceberg, Subdi?
iceberg country a country
No. The thing that the Titanic hit is called an
Mountain.
iceberg.
mountain ice
It's called an iceberg. It's
Oh,
not a
so-
mountain.
sound like some
It floats. It's not a mountain.
kind
It's a piece of ice. Yeah.
but big
Yeah, very big. Okay. That was pretty good. We're struggling through the long
the
rain.
Titanic broke because they thought it's small, right? They didn't realize
No.
under the water is big.
No, it's not the size. It was because they were going too fast, and it was because they went into an ice field, and it was foggy. They couldn't see into the distance. So they were going too quickly. They wanted to get to New York ahead of schedule. Probably they should have slowed down, and they could have made it. But they wanted to show their investors that their boat was better. than everyone thought.
Easy one.
Let's see what we have today. Nice picture
Not strange.
for Sipti. What do we have?
IELTS took a lot of my energy.
Yes, exactly. Okay, here we go. What do you think? A little bit closer so people can pause. Take your fingers, yeah. So people, closer. So people pause and they can describe it. And they'll probably fail. And they'll say, I can't figure it out. Let me listen to what Sipti has to say. Okay, what does Sipti think it is first?
Cartoon.
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 Yes, exactly. Famous cartoon.
Famous. Garfield.
Yes,
You
exactly.
I know you like.
Oh, no. Okay, let's see what it is.
One.
Uh-oh.
Not
Oh,
easy.
no.
Not easy.
But you see now, there's less fear because of this, right? You're getting used to it. You're getting used to the games of being given things that are too hard and saying, well, whatever, let's keep going, right? That's what we want.
Let me think about a movie.
Yes.
Inception.
Exactly. It is probably from Inception, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or Doctor Strange.
I don't know Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange
I know Doctor Strangelove.
has had many scenes like this. Scenes.
Okay.
Okay. This is a picture.
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 You're saying picture, but it's picture.
Picture.
You're saying S, but it's C. Not sh. Pick, like Josh, she says picture, but it's picture.
Picture.
Yes.
Picture.
Yes.
This is. This is
Yes.
a picture. Picture.
Picture.
Picture
Yes.
of a city. This is a picture of a big city. I see this city from what? I look down. Oh, it's very hard.
Yes.
Again. Back. This is a picture of a big city.
Of my dream,
City.
right? No?
I see a lot of buildings, but this picture looks different because we should talk about this. Because it looks like a scene in a movie.
Good.
Title is Inception.
It looks like a scene from Inception.
It looks like a scenes
Scene.
scene in
From.
it looks like a scene from Inception. I can see this plague, this city from every side, many sides on top, in front and beside.
You want to try again?
This is a picture of a big city. I see a lot of building in these places, but it looks different because I see these plaques many sides, in front, above and beside. It looks like a scene in Inception.
Yes. The positions are not clear. So above, beside, that won't help English people to understand the positions. So this is very, very difficult.
You're not be kind.
You're not
You're not kind.
kind,
Kind.
right? Well, yes, but when you get to the test, you're going to say, "Wow, John is kind." This is very hard, but I would agree with Sipti. Using an idea from another movie or describing another scene that relates to this is a very good idea. If you can say this looks like a scene from Inception, that gives English people the right idea of what you're imagining. Crazy, strange, dreams. That's very good. But to me, not everyone knows what Inception is, and Inception is a very long movie, and they're not going to imagine the city scene. I don't even think this is the city scene. This looks like, Sipti said, some type of glass reflection of the city in some type of mirror or something. So I would say, to me though, that's too hard to describe. I would say this is a special effects picture, because I think English people will understand what that means. Special effects means a computer graphic. So I would say this looks like a special effects picture of a city. It's strange because the sky and the bottom and the side all have cities. So there's a city in the sky, there's a city on the ground, and there's a city on the side. And each one looks the same. It's a triangle. There's a city on the bottom, there's a city on the left side, and there's a city on the right side. It looks like you're looking down a triangle hole. It looks like you're looking down a triangle hole, and each side of the triangle on the inside has a city.
Very difficult.
Yeah. I might also say this is a computer graphic of a city, and the city is reflected in some type of triangle arrangement. So the city on the ground is reflected on two sides in the sky, and it looks like the city is all around you. That's very difficult still, though, right? That's not exactly clear. It's very hard. Describing a movie might be a good idea. You could say this is a 3D graphic. It looks like the graphic from the movie Inception when the city folds over on itself. This means folding over on itself. So I could say this looks like the scene from Inception when the city folds over on itself, and you can see a city in the sky and a city on the ground and a city on the sides. It's very difficult. Probably though, I would try to describe the triangle. So I would say, this is a computer graphic of a city. It looks like a triangle tunnel. Looks like I'm looking down a triangle tunnel, and each side of the inside of the triangle has a reflection of the city on it. So just like in computer programming, we want to use complication if necessary. English can describe complicated things if we have to. Sometimes we can't describe complicated things in an easy way. This is not an easy thing to describe, and we might have to use complicated ways to describe it. The easiest way would be from a movie. And if you want to describe a technical one, then like mine, you're looking down a triangle tunnel. Each side of the tunnel on the inside is reflecting a city with tall buildings. Also, these are tall buildings. But very difficult. You see, difficult for me. I like though the Inception. That's a good idea. Or a computer generated image, special effects image, 3D image. Those all might be good ones. Okay, any questions about that?
No.
Easy. Is that the worst one so far?
Oh, you said like mirror.
No, I'm saying, is this the worst one so far? What do you think of this one? Is this a scary one? Was this the worst one to describe?
Yeah.
That was hard, yeah. Even for me, right? Okay. Anyway, that's the end of our show. Any questions from Sipti?
No.
Thank you so much. If anyone has seen my underwear, send me a message on MySpace. I lost it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ